Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Vote for me. See you later. Vote for me. Vote for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah! Ah!
On March 30th, 1981, Reagan is shot in the chest upon leaving a Washington hotel, but makes a full recovery after surgery. 3 other people, including Reagan, Press Secretary James Brady, are wounded in the assassination attempt. John Hinckley Jr. is charged but found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Wait. Please tell me you guys are Republicans.
Reagan, 73, begins his second term, making him the oldest president ever to be sworn in.
My fellow Americans, as I said, I do not wish to make age an issue. I'm not old, I'm only 73. Heck, if I were in my prime, take this one and win it for Gibber.
Reagan faced some of his greatest challenges with the Soviets at the brink of the Cold War. On November 19, 1985, Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev held a fireside summit in Geneva. The leaders disagreed on the Strategic Defense Initiative, but pledged to meet again and seek a 50% cut in nuclear arms.
So, President Gorbachev, what I'm suggesting is, as great as our two nations are, probably the two most powerful in the world right now, I'm suggesting that we cut 50% of all nuclear arms between the both of us. Do you agree?
I do.
Okay, let me get your John Hancock right there. Oh, I mean your Joseph Stalin, please. Nice, and I shall get my own. Alright, there he is. Nice dealing with you, President. Thank you.
However, not all meetings with the Russians went so well. On October 11, 1986, a Reagan-Gorbachev arms summit in Reykjavik, Iceland, ends without agreement after a rift over Strategic Defense Initiative.
You're kidding me. You can't even do 3.
No, we're do 1.
However, after several failures, both sides were finally able to agree on a simple initiative. December 18, 1987, in a Washington summit, Reagan and Gorbachev signed an intermediate-range nuclear forces treaty to eliminate 4% of the superpowers' nuclear arsenals. It is the first U.S.-Soviet treaty to provide for destruction of nuclear weapons and to provide for on-site monitoring of the destruction.
All right, Mr. Gorbachev, please sign right there. Hopefully this will establish an everlasting peace between our two nations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reagan's presidency was also scarred by scandals, such as the Iran-Contra affair. On November 13, 1986, Reagan admitted to sending some of the defensive weapons and spare parts to Iran, but denies it was part of an arms for hostages deal.
So, Ayatollah, I would be willing to give you arms, guns, arsenal, anything that you need. Does this sound pleasing to you?
Yes, President Reagan. I would like that very much. I think we would become very good friends.
All right. Thank you.
At the Berlin Wall, President Reagan gave one of his most dramatic speeches, asking Gorbachev to tear down the wall.
General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, come open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
By the end of his second term in 1989, Ronald Reagan was finally feeling like he was ready to go home.
Ronald, let's go home.
Let's get out of here.
At the end of his term, Reagan finally left.
Well, Nancy, Bob, let's get out of here.
And George Bush was in.
Yeehaw! Feel like a desert storm's coming on.
In 1994, Reagan released a letter to the public stating that he has Alzheimer's disease.
Ronald, what's wrong?
I don't know you.
Ronald.
I don't know you. Nancy? Nancy. I now begin the journey that will lead me into the sunset of my life. I know that for America, there will always be a sunset.
June 5th, 2004, Ronald Reagan dies in California at the age of 93.